Hi and welcome to another episode of Costa Women TV.
I'm Meehan.
And I'm Angèle Cristina. And together, we're going to make it happen.
So today in the Make It Happen studio, I am joined by Mrs. Make It Happen herself, Jackie Groundsell. And we thought it would be really nice for us to tell you how Jackie and I met originally.
Yeah, Twitter's got a lot to answer for, hasn't it?
Women that know me will know that I love Twitter. And this is one of the reasons why I love Twitter, because it connects you with people that you want to work with or that you admire or aspire to. So tell us how it happened, Jackie.
Well, it was Steve Hall, wasn't it? Said, you two should talk. And you were busy away, I think, and you had missed it. And then Annabelle Kay, who's been our speaker recently and more in the past, she said, you two should talk. And we did, and we got together, and you were doing a conference with someone else, weren't you?
Yeah.
And invited me over to speak, which I did, and I have to say, I don't think it was very good, but there we are. We'll move over that one. And at the time, we gelled, and we said we really ought to be doing something together. If I remember rightly, the air flight shot up hugely, which is why we couldn't do anything very much involving the UK. But once that settled down, and now we're in our 6th year.
Yeah.
And what a year this has been.
Yeah, I know, this has been an interesting year. Yeah, it has been an interesting year. We've made it happen, regardless of what has happened with the virus that has taken us. But as somebody just said to me, they've cancelled 99% of the events. We had to cancel the physical meeting of our event, but we decided to put it online so that it could still happen. So we still made it happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are your thoughts on this virus and how we as women, business owners, should react or respond to it?
I think as women, we're always faced with different challenges. Everybody is, but I think it's usually the woman in the home, and obviously if we've got businesses, we're the ones that manage it and make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's funny, isn't it, how we are now repeating that phrase, because it is about making it happen, and it has. And in itself, if we can get over the awful feeling of the fact that we had to cancel, I think we've succeeded. We've had such tremendous response and feedback from everybody, and support with everybody, you know, doing what they're doing and changing their agendas to fit in with everything to make it a really good event. So in itself, I think it's been a successful event.
Yeah. So what does the phrase "make it happen" mean to you?
It means pull your finger out and get on with it. Exactly that, make it happen. It meant for us with this event, you were here taking the full brunt of getting that information and then having to pass it on to me. I think there were a few words on the end of the phone with response. But it was about, right, okay, what can we do with this? How can we turn this around into a positive and make it happen? Because so many people were depending on us. Our speakers were depending on us, our audience was depending on us, the people providing the catering were depending on us. There were so many people there that we were answerable to literally make it happen for them in some shape or form. And I do think why shouldn't we blow our own trumpets? I do think we've succeeded from the responses that we've had.
Yeah. I mean, for me, Make It Happen is very much because we're living in Spain. The women, for me, have made it happen because they've moved to a completely different country. Most of them, it's not a language that they would speak, and they've still managed to create a business or businesses. It's not unusual for women here to have 3 businesses on the go at the same time, but they've managed to make it happen in a completely foreign environment. So that's for me what Make It Happen means. It's not just about rah, it is about getting on with it and
getting the result.
And getting the results.
Very much
and
so.
and also thinking outside of the box, because although I hate that phrase. So it's thinking how you can do things differently, and I think going forward, that's what we will certainly be doing, but also what women business owners need to think about, how they can differentiate themselves from what has always gone on, what you've always done. Because that's a wonderful phrase, if you always do what you've always done, then you always get what you've always got. So, yeah. So just tell us about 1230, the women's company.
Well, that started by coincidence, by accident really, and grew organically because my background's IT training. I started my business and IT training in '98. I went on a business startup course and met somebody who ultimately became a partner in the business that I now have. But we went on this course, and bear in mind, in the UK, there was nothing really there to support businesses. Penny phoned me one evening, and I didn't know her very well then. We were getting to know each other, and she said, "I found this group of women in IT." She was web design, and they're meeting in London. The idea is we'll have a drink. Would you like to come? And we went, and we all had a drink, and there were 27 women there. Penny and I were the only ones who vaguely knew each other. Nobody else knew each other, and they're talking like you and I are talking now. We all got on, and it was such an eye-opener to me, because I'd only met people at these horrible networking events who didn't want to talk to you unless you could say, well, I'll buy your product, I'll buy your service. And networking then was a really rude word. You just avoided it like the plague. Penny and I decided we were going to share some office space in the city, which we did, and some of the women that we'd met said, well, our offices aren't far from there, give us a shout when you move and we'll meet up for lunch. So we did, and you can see a little of where that's going, because within 3 months we found we had 35, 40 women having lunch with us, and that's it. But we could see what conversations were happening and where it was going. We were also business advisors with our local Chamber of Commerce, who asked us for some help, and we said, well, we do this lunch in the city. So we did that, and 55 women turned up. So then we thought, actually, it isn't just for us. And really, once we started formulating a business plan and thinking we need to offer a proper service here, Penny and I both stepped back to enable, because there were other IT trainers, there were developers, designers. We stepped back and let those people who became ultimately our members to take over the lead in that sense. And that's how we grew. We grew very organically, very much by need, and actually we were very lucky because there was no competition at that point. It was just about spreading the word, and that's it. That's how 1230 is. And everybody at the meetings, we go for good standard premises at lunchtime. We were originally the women's company. Somebody piggybacked on that, so then one of our managers said, well, we meet at 12:30. Can we use that? And actually it served us very well. So we have lunchtime meetings, sometimes speakers. We don't do single discipline, we don't restrict to location. We have taster workshops sometimes before the meetings. Both the speakers and the workshops are occasional because it is about building relationships. I don't need to say that to you because you know.
Yeah, good. Well, it's been brilliant to have you here. We will be seeing you again maybe later on this year.
That would be great.
Because we have got some plans afoot. But for the moment, thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, Angèle Cristina here live from International Women's Day, Change of Plans, headquarters. Look at that, it's just simply amazing. So the conference is not happening, and the organizers have just changed everything, and now it's actually happening all online in the Facebook group with all the members who are going to attend the conference. It's just amazing. Each speaker is still going to have their slot online, so it's going to be different. I'm not going to be on stage, but I'm still going to share what I love to do. We are at one of the organizers' house because, we are trying to make it happen and trying to make lemonade when life throws lemons at you, right? So I'm really, really excited with the change of plans, but we are still making it happen because we have to, and it's amazing that when women get together, we can move mountains.
Make sure you and your clients know what you're doing and what's included in what you're charging and what's going to be extra. I've seen more arguments about what was expected between two people who never checked expectations than you would believe. Get it clear, get it straight, get paid. Make sure you handle personal data responsibly. It's so easy to think because you're a micro business, it doesn't matter what you leak and where. We've never had more personal data about health going around the internet than today. But don't send it abroad unsecured. Don't share it with people who've got no right to it. Remember, trust starts with knowing you can keep a confidence. Please remember to outsource responsibly. Make sure you pay your virtual assistants, your web designers and your bookkeepers properly and on time. And have a clear agreement with them. And remember, just because they may be your friends or even your family doesn't mean you don't have to be clear with them. In fact, if you want to stay friends with them, have an even clearer agreement so you can all get along. Take care of each other.
So some tips for getting noticed with your networking, because life is happening for you, not to you, and networking is happening for you, not to you. So remember to take the actual work part out of your networking. I'm amazed at the amount of women that I speak to who feel that they've lost their way and they've actually stopped coming to any networking events at all. And the best thing they can do is immerse themselves back into their network and start asking for support and help and share what they actually do within their network. Also, look for ways that you can collaborate with other people in your area, because every one of us is unique and we offer a unique way of selling or offering our business. Even though you may offer a product or service that's very similar or could even be the same product, you can still collaborate with others because you bring your uniqueness to the sale or to the product. So don't dismiss people that work in the same niche as you. To remember what impressed you about the first time that you met somebody. So maybe you meet somebody socially for the first time, what impressed you about them, and can you use that in your networking as a way of connecting with people when you first meet them? And if you're very nervous, then take along a sample of your product or service, because that can add as an exhibit when you're talking to people. So the focus then turns from you to the actual product.
Numbers speak and their language is numerology. Numerology is the psychology, philosophy and science of numbers, which are life. We're all numbered, we're all named, we're all coded in the great universal plan. There's no mistakes. If you've got a number, you've got it for a reason. Using numerology guides you. It helps you understand yourself at a deeper level. It gives you aha moments to what's going on in your life and how to move forward. Numerology isn't maths or statistics. It's spiritual empowerment into business, aligning your personality with your business decision. Forget a business plan. Let numerology show you a treasure map.
Your sparkle is all about how it is that you show up in the world. Do you realise that you are your most valuable asset? Because only you've got the combination of experience, expertise, failures, mistakes, successes and triumphs in those proportions. It's time to use it. You are the master key to success. You know, the master key opens all doors. The moment it is that you know who it is that you are, you know the value you bring to the table and show up on purpose, those doors will open for you. Possibilities and opportunities are quite literally everywhere. I don't believe that possibilities and opportunities suddenly arise. They are there. It just depends on what lens it is that you are looking at the world through. It's time to realise that those opportunities for you to be more of who it is that you've called to be, to have an impact on the world, have influence and earn greater income is there already. So show up on purpose.
Networking is the oxygen of any business. I'm sometimes asked, When did you start networking? Actually, from the moment that I was born, because networking is about effective communication. Networking is important at any time of day or night, so always make sure you have your business cards with you. It doesn't have to be formal, organised meetings, networking meetings. You could be in the supermarket, and ladies, actually you could be in the toilets washing your hands. Communication is networking. Pockets are extremely important when you're networking, because you can put your own business cards on one side, and those that you're exchanging with and they give to you, you can put in the other side, so it keeps things nice and tidy and filed in the appropriate place.
Choose love over fear. With every decision you take, there's a feeling that lies underneath. And if you find yourself that the decision you just made has an underlying feeling of fear, try to stop for one moment and shift it to love, so that the decisions you are making to move forward are more happy and fulfilling. Your intuition is your power. As Oprah well says, your intuition is always right. So I do invite you to take some deep breaths in and reconnect with your inner guidance. Make sure you do this often so that you don't let the brain take over, but you really find the way from the inside out rather than from the outside in. Always be the wow version of yourself. There is a version of you who is confident, radiant and glowing. However, when life happens to us, we tend to hide and don't shine anymore. But I am telling you today that you are a diamond and you need to glow. So do realize that she is there already, and let her out and share yourself and your story with the rest of the world, because you are already wow.
Define your target audience. When you have a really clear picture of who you're talking to and what they need from you, marketing to them is going to be a piece of cake. Make a strong marketing plan. Don't just wing it. Don't just knee-jerk because you need the business. You need a strategy. You need a clear focus of what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and that needs a marketing plan, so don't stint. Make sure your online and offline brand are consistent. There's so many people that manage to have one look online and another one offline, and it's confusing for your audience. Who are you? What are your colors? What does your brand look like? So make sure that you look at all across the board, what's printed, what's not printed, what's on your Facebook, what's on your website, and make sure it is all consistent so that you can be proud of your brand no matter where it is.
So that was another epic episode of Costa Women TV. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Jackie. You truly did really make it happen, like underlined, #MakeItHappen, #winging it. That was super. It was amazing. Well done, ladies. High five.
Thanks, Angela. I think everybody's beginning to realise that this Costa Women TV programme is different every episode.
Yeah, we can plan
anything could happen.
That's it. We can plan as much as we want, but it looks like the universe is giving us lemons, and we all have to make lemonade.
Lemonade, indeed we do. And if you enjoyed this episode, please do come and like it on YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. That would be really great. We'll also be sharing some snippets on Instagram, some pictures and things, so come and follow us on Instagram as well. And next time, Angèle, what are we doing?
Oh, next time is going to be a different one. Let's say it's going to be a surprise. I mean, I'm sure this caught you by surprise as well. However, Ali, before we close, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who actually did subscribe, and all those beautiful views, and thanks for sharing the episode. So thank you all for your comments and connecting and compliments and support. We really truly appreciate, because Costa Women TV is about everyone.
Yep.
And this one was truly about Jackie and Ali, and oh my God, it was so yummy. So surprises awaiting. Jackie, I'm sure you're curious.
Maybe we can always guarantee a surprise.
I think so.
Yes.
We're women.
Exactly, because women do make it happen. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Make it happen! Woo! What do you want when you send money abroad? At Currencies Direct, we think you want fair exchange rates, great value, and a service that's quick, safe and simple. Since 1996, we've been offering just that. Just tell us what currency you need and who you want to send it to. Then send us the money and we'll convert and transfer it the same day. Simply and safely, at bank-beating exchange rates and with no fees, of course. This simple service is available online, by our app, over the telephone, or in any of our 21 branches worldwide. We moved over £4.5 billion around the world last year, and more than 210,000 customers have trusted us with their money. Customers like Jan, who uses Currencies Direct to transfer her pension online every month, and Tony, who moves the money he needs to renovate his house, and Paul, who relies on our expert guidance to pick the best time to transfer to his account in Spain. So, if you're looking for a secure, speedy service and friendly support whenever you need it, let's talk. Currencies Direct. Let's talk currency.